record this. Okay, perfect. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Sorry, share my screen. There we go. And here we go with the presentation. We're gonna present. All right, so welcome to our team call. We're very excited. I have myself and Estefania. And for those of you who don't know us, we'll go a little bit into our story in a minute. But again, first of all, thank you so much for giving us your time. Our most valuable asset that we have in our life is our time. And so we don't take this lightly. And so we're really going to, work our way through these slides. At the end, we're going to have time for questions. So if you guys, if anything comes up, utilize the chat, or you guys can utilize, at the end, raise your hand, and we're going to stay around just to answer any type of questions. But hopefully with this presentation, a lot of your questions will be answered. So let's start there. All right. So I'm going to first start. So for those who don't know me, my name is Dr. Stephanie Burgos, and I am so excited to be talking to you guys about this opportunity, just because this opportunity has completely changed my life. I actually got started with Beachbody, with the company, back in 2013. So it's a long time ago. I'm going into this is now my 8th year of being involved within network marketing, being involved within this business, within this community, really showing up on social media and sharing my story. And back then, I just want to take you back to when I was in 2013. I was in the middle of my residency at Harvard. So I'm an emergency medicine physician. I was in the middle of my residency working crazy hours, like 70, 80 hours a week, working days, evenings, overnight, sometimes all in the same time. And I was burnt out. I was overweight. I had really low self-esteem. I had really low self-confidence. I didn't believe in myself. And I just remember just feeling like, my goodness, like, what's next for me? And I don't know if any of you are trying to figure out, like, what's next? What is next? But I know for me, I was in a state where I was like, I didn't know what was next, but I just knew that where I was at that time was not the end game for me. You understand? And so my husband is a dancer, and he absolutely loves dancing. And I remember just thinking, I want to love something just as much as he loves it. I want to love something like he can dance to, like, his feet hurt, and like he has like blisters on his feet. And I'm like, my goodness, I don't love something that much. And I started searching. So I started looking on social media, and I remember following these girls on Instagram. At the time, I didn't really have a big Instagram account. I just had like my friends, and it was like maybe 100 people. And I just remember saying, wow, I'm inspired by these women that are changing their lives, that are getting in shape. Because again, like I said, I was overweight. I didn't feel comfortable. I had a closet full of clothes that didn't fit me. And I hated looking at myself in the mirror. I really did. And it really affected my interactions with people. And I just remember, and I said, you know what? One day I want to be like them. I want to be inspiring people. I want to be inspiring them to live better, to live healthier. And so finally, one day after I realized nothing in my closet fit me, I was like, enough is enough. And my husband had Insanity, which is a program, one of our earlier programs within the company by a trainer called Shaun T. And I tried it, and I was like, oh my goodness, this program is hard. And I was someone, guys, that I used to work out. I used to walk like almost 4 miles a day. I used to go to the gym. I was like on the elliptical machine. I used to work out, but I was also an emotional eater, right? I used to eat my, feeling bad, and eat my boredom, and eat my stress. Like I used to turn to food to soothe myself. And so I remember I started doing Insanity, and I was like, this thing is insane. And it was really hard. And I was just like, you know what though? I'm going to stick with this. And my husband and I did it. We finished it. And right around that time, a new program by the same trainer had just come out called T25. And it was only 25 minutes, guys. And remember, I was working 80 hours a week, almost 2 full-time jobs, right? I was working 80 hours a week. And I was like, okay, 25 minutes, I can do 25 minutes. Some of us, we take 25 minutes to convince ourselves not to work out. We take 25 minutes to convince ourselves not to do something. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm going to do this. And it's only 25 minutes, and I can do it whenever, because it was in my house. So I started, and I remember that night, I actually signed up as a discount coach. I didn't know anything about being on social media. I didn't know anything about building a business, but I knew that I wanted to change my life, and I wanted to change my habits. And so I signed up as a discount coach. And that night I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start sharing my journey on social media. And since that night, back, it was like July 9th, 2013, my life has never been the same since then. And since over the past 8 years, you know, the many transformations, not only physically, I've gotten into the best shape of my life, the community, and we'll talk more about this, but the community, you know, I've met like, one of my best friends who was in my wedding, I met through Beachbody, I met through this community, you know, and now, you know, I was able to retire my husband, you know, he now works the business with me. And it's just been such a fulfilling, you know, career. It really is a fulfilling career. And the best thing is that by me living my best life, I get to inspire other women and men to live their best life. It is truly a win-win. And so with that being said, we have Estefania. So she's going to go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Like Stephanie said, it's such a pleasure to be here, and we really appreciate your time. But let me just tell you a little bit about myself and my story with Beachbody. So I started Beachbody. It's going to be 3 years this August. And just like Stephanie, I started as a discounted coach. When I stumbled into the opportunity, I was actually just looking for a way to lose weight. I just wanted to be skinny. I didn't care about being healthy or being fit. I just wanted to be skinny at that point. So I had a lot of trouble with overweight. I was almost 200 pounds when I was in high school, and I had a big problem with self-esteem. So I needed something just to kind of like bring my energy up, lose the weight, and that's how I saw it at the very beginning. So when I signed up, like Stephanie, I signed up as a discounted coach because I wanted the products. I wanted to go all in, basically. That's the kind of person I am. And I said, why not just get the discounts? So I was working at, first of all, I am a full-time dental hygienist in Massachusetts. So I was working full-time. I was working over 60 hours, very busy, very burnout. And my husband actually mentioned that he knew this person in social media that was posting about these workouts, and that was actually Stephanie. And I was like, you know what, let me try that out. Let me see if I can lose this weight and actually keep it off, because I have done all the diets that you can imagine. I have tried the wraps. I have tried the 1 week eating apples only, like everything you can imagine. I've tried it. So I was like, what else can I do? Let me just try this out. There is nothing to lose. There was like a 30-day money back guarantee. So like, there's nothing to lose. Let me try this out. So when I signed up, I fell in love with the fact that I could do my workouts at home. I really didn't like the way I felt at the gym a lot of times, because I felt like people were watching me or judging me. So I was like, working out at home, that sounds great. Let me try this. And that's how I first signed up. And then this past actually year, like, let me just go back a little bit there. So I got married. My husband told me all about this. And when I got married, I didn't even want to have kids. That's a big part of my story when it comes to Beachbody, because one of my biggest issue with having children was I didn't want to gain any weight. So when I saw that I was losing the weight, I was keeping it off. I was off that yo-yo effect. I was like, okay, I got pregnant, and then I got pregnant again. So now I have 2 kids, and this past my baby just turned 9 months, and I decided this year, I was like, I'm gonna take this business seriously. I really want to see what I can accomplish through Beachbody. And it has been, from day one, since 3 years ago, it has been the biggest transformation, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, energy wise. I have never felt better than now. And that's because I feel like we've worked through so many aspects, not just about the fact that we're working out, but just, growing mentally as well.
Awesome. All right, let's see. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right into the common objections that we hear the most, the common questions, concerns people have when it comes to joining a social media business, a network marketing business. So Estefania, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the first 3?
Okay, so the first one, but I'm not good at selling. Guys, I am horrible at selling anything. I cannot sell. I am not a salesperson. And that's the first thing I thought when I signed up. I'm like, I am not a salesperson. I don't know how I'm going to do this. But let me tell you something, and I like to go back to this, is when you go to the movie theater or when you go to a good restaurant, I know I do. I don't know if you're guilty of this, but When I go to a movie theater or I go to the restaurant and I come out and I really like it, when I like my experience there, I'm going to share with all my friends. I'm going to tell them, oh my God, I love that movie. You have to go watch it. Or I love that restaurant. You have to go eat there. Right there, if you want to think I'm selling, I am technically selling, but I am just sharing my experience in a way. So that's the exact way I see Beachbody. I am just sharing my experience, and my experience has been wonderful, no less than that. So I am only sharing my experience, and that's how I see this part of the business. Now the next one is, but I don't have time. If there is someone here that doesn't have time, that is me. I have two kids under 2 years old. I am a busy mom. I work over 40 hours a week as a dental hygienist. I am a wife and I am a daughter. So time is not, it's a luxury for me. So what I personally like to talk about when I have even my own coaches coming along is, we work with your schedule. We work with pockets of times. I wake up maybe a few minutes early. I get my workout done in the morning. I try to find 50 minutes here and there to work my business throughout the day. So one thing that I also have checked through since I started really working this business is, where is my time going? Sometimes we feel that we don't have time, but one thing that I have everyone do in my team right now is really write down your day. Are you scrolling through social media maybe 1 hour a day, or are you binging on Netflix? So sometimes we think we don't have time, but if we go back a little bit, maybe you do have another extra 20 minutes that you might be able to spend on something like this, on growing your business and growing your brand. And now the third one, but I am not inspiring. So that is something that a lot of people, especially like in my opinion, and that's something that actually happened to me. I never thought I would be inspiring to anyone. I'm like, I don't have anything to offer. What am I doing? And people are watching you. And when you're doing something that is really transforming your life, and that you're seeing the changes and that you're sharing that, you are inspiring people. You will get those messages from random people telling you how inspiring you are, even though sometimes we don't believe it ourselves. We are our hardest critics. So sometimes we don't see it, but we are truly inspiring people by living healthier and better lives.
And what I would just add on to that, just to kind of continue on, is that a lot of times when I hear that people feel like they're not inspiring, that's just a little insight to me that we need to work on your self-belief. We need to work on helping you through personal development, which is one of the things, and we'll talk about that in a second, that we do every single day to really help you believe in yourself and to see the empowered woman that's inside of you, and to help you shine outward, what it is that's truly, really inside of you. So the next thing that we hear a lot of is, but I'm not in shape and I'm not a trainer. So good news, you don't need to be in shape and you don't need to be a trainer, because, that was me. Like when I first got started, I wasn't in shape. A lot of people, we've had coaches on our team that have lost up to over 100 pounds that are on our team. And the best thing is, what I've realized, especially being in this business for 8 years, is that a lot of times people think they need to have that before and after in order to have success. And that's not true. People just want to come along the journey with you. They just want to they want to cheer you on. And so the more that you're willing to share the journey from day one, it's better, because it makes it more relatable to people who are following you. When they're following you from day one and they see a month later, 2 months later, 6 months later, a year later, and they've been following the journey, and they see how, you're getting in shape and your mindset is changing and your emotions are changing and your confidence is coming out, they're going to be like, my goodness, I've watched this girl from the beginning and I see the transformation. I want to be a part of this. And so I always tell people, it's not a requirement in any capacity to be, in shape. And so another thing is that our company already has the trainers. They have the world-class, trainers that they have. We have phenomenal programs. We have over 40, probably now like over 44 different workout programs. We have several super trainers. So our job is not to be the trainer. Our job is not to be the nutritionist either. We have the meal plans. We have we have the guides. Literally, your job is literally just to come in, use the products, and share that journey with other people, and then connect them with the tools. And then another concern that people have is, but I don't know enough people. And like I said, in the beginning, when I started on Instagram, I just knew 100 people on Instagram. I will say I knew a couple more people on Instagram, on Facebook. I had about 1,000 people on Facebook because I got on Facebook when I was in college and was adding people through grad school and whatnot. But one thing that we do is that when you get involved, we have training, we have business training for you. And we're going to show you how to grow your social media. It takes time, but we're going to give you the tools so that you're not alone. It's not like we're going to say, here, go and figure this out on your own. No, we're locking arms with you, and we're taking your hand, and we're working together, and we're meeting you where, with the effort that you put in, we're meeting you to help you be able to build the skill set that's required for you to build this business. And so I wouldn't let that be a deterrent for you as either. And then another one that's really big is that people are like, well, wait, is this a pyramid scheme? And this was one I had. This was a concern. I was like, is this thing real? Like, is this legit? Like, I don't know. You're making money on social media. These people are making how much money? And one thing I learned, I did the research, and what a pyramid scheme is when someone comes up to you, and first of all, it's illegal in our country, but when they come up to you and they're just like, hey, by the way, Colleen, if you give me $400, I will give you a business opportunity. But there's no actual exchange of product. There's no actual exchange of anything. It's just kind of the idea that I'm gonna give you this business idea, and then you're gonna be able to grow from that, and you're gonna sell this business idea. That's illegal in our country. Here, what's beautiful is that when you invest in opening up your business, you're getting all the tools that you need. It's the same, price for someone to get involved as a customer as it is to get involved as a coach, because it's the same package. It doesn't matter. And so you're getting all the tools. Another thing that I love is that in a traditional, I actually think corporate America is more of a pyramid scheme than anything, because you have the CEO at the top and no one in the downline, no one under him is making more money than him. It's not like this in this business either. You very much can come on and make more money than me, make more money than Estefania, and really keep growing. And it has everything to do with your effort and how much work you're willing to put into the business. So one thing I'll add here too, guys, is understanding that when it comes to whatever limiting beliefs or common concerns or questions you may have, understanding that for us, anyone who wants to go into business and wants to be an entrepreneur, if you don't sacrifice now for what you want later, what you want becomes the sacrifice, right? It's like, if you don't sacrifice now some time, some effort, really coming in, a little bit of investment, investing in a business, what you want, like, for example, time freedom, financial flexibility, being able to take care of your kids, being able to travel with your kids, being able to leave your job, work part-time, that becomes a sacrifice later on, because you're not going to be able to do that stuff later on. So you have to be willing to do the things that other people are not willing to do, and be surrounded by other women that are doing that, for themselves as well. So Estefania, what does a coach do? So share the first one. Oh,
there you go. So the first thing is you work on becoming your best self. And this is the part that I love the most. You are not out there just trying to help other people without knowing that you can help yourself first. And one of the things that Stephanie mentioned was personal development, and that is huge, especially in our team. We want to make sure that you are working from inside out. Everything that's being worked in the inside, you will be able to reflect on the outside, and you'll be able to maintain those results. So when you're working on becoming your best self, you will be sharing that journey with others, and that's how you're going to be inspiring. That's how you're going to be attracting other people. So that is the first thing that we do as coaches. Do you want me to go to the second one, Stephanie?
Yeah, go ahead. Go to the second one.
So the second one is you shine your light out for others. And I love this one, because once you start working on yourself, on becoming your best self, you will shine. People will be able to see your energy, your enthusiasm, and that you will transfer to other people. And that's a beautiful part of this business, that while you're working on becoming your best self, you will be shining that light for others, and you will be attracting those people that are like you or wants to be like you to come and join you in this journey.
And then you'll be helping others to do the same, like is the third thing here. So all of you are attracted to a quality of the person who invited you here. And what I always tell people is that the qualities that you're attracted to, it's because those qualities are within you. They just haven't been developed. So if you're attracted to someone because they're more confident, because they have great energy, because they have the self-esteem that you're looking for, it's because it's in you as well. And when we're coaches, by first filling up our cup first, by doing the workouts, working on our mindset, making sure that we're sharing our journey, we're then going to develop ourselves. And then later on, we're going to be able to transfer that and be able to help others do the same. So one thing I want to do is I actually want to talk about how we make money, because that's another thing people want to know about, which is good, because I love talking about the money. I love sharing about the potential, because again, this opportunity has blessed our lives and so many lives on our team. So the way that we make an income with this business is there's three main ways. Number one is you get 25% commission on every product that you sell. And so, and that gets paid out weekly. So every product, whether you're selling our beach bars, our detox, anything that we have, you get 25% commission. When it comes to our Beachbody On Demand system, which is where our workouts are housed, that's where our workouts are stored, we get 40% commission on Beachbody On Demand. So it's really awesome. It's a really great avenue for an income stream, because again, it's usually only $99 for an entire year, which is really economical, especially when you compare it to a monthly membership. And so people love, how economical it is. So you have the retail, which is the 25% commission and the 40% commission. The second way is you make money by what we call team cycle bonuses. And this is the residual income aspect of our business. This is why people get involved with network marketing, because they want passive income. They want to be able to build, grow a team, grow an organization. And then if they ever decide they want to go on vacation for a couple of weeks, for a month, and kind of just really, kind of step away for a little bit of time, or just not work as hard, they have income that's still coming in, even if they're not showing up 100%. Maybe they're showing up 50% because they're on vacation, but they're still showing up in some capacity. So basically what I tell people is, for every $300 worth of product that's sold under you from the team that you build and the team that we build together, because actually what ends up happening, which is why it's so important that when people are ready to get started, they get started right away, is that if you sign up today, and let's say someone comes to me tomorrow and they want to sign up, I'm going to sign them up, and that person's going to be placed under you. And that's just the way our organization is. And the benefit of that, for example, is that if that person starts to grow and they start making money and they start doing really well, you're going to benefit from that in the team cycle bonus section of the income potential. The last thing, the third way, is through quarterly bonuses. And so the more leaders that you develop in your organization, the more people that you help to really duplicate, that they're able to duplicate their success, the company rewards you. So it's a great incentive. So at 2-star, which is where you're basically having 2 leaders under you that have gotten to a certain rank, there's a quarterly bonus of about $1,000. When you have 5 leaders under you, there's a quarterly bonus of anywhere between $4,000 to $5,000. When you have 10 leaders under you, there's a quarterly bonus anywhere between $20,000 to $25,000 per quarter. And then when you have 15 leaders under you, there's a quarterly bonus up anywhere between like $40,000 to $55,000 per quarter. So it's a lot of great incentive in terms of building and helping other people have success. It's not going to be just you. It's going to be helping others to believe in themselves, which to me, as someone who loves mentorship, this has been one of the most rewarding things, is seeing other people, really change their lives and really make it big in terms of, creating more income streams for their family. And one thing I want to share, whether you do this opportunity or not, please understand that if you want to build wealth in your life for your future, you need to have multiple sources of income. You cannot just rely on one income stream. That's not the way. It's not the best way. The best way is to have multiple income streams so you can create flexibility in your life. So let's talk real briefly about what is the income potential. Before we share a little bit about the income potential, please know that we have to say the disclaimer, because there's no amount of money that's guaranteed, because that's just not how things work. You know what I mean? Everything has to do with how much work you're willing to put in, how much you're willing to be a student and build your skill set, and how consistent you're willing to be, right? I always tell people this business, it can take time. Yes, there are some people who can really build a significant business within, 1 to 2 years. But for a lot of people, it can take up to, 5, 7 years of showing up. Doesn't mean you're not making money, but showing, like, when you really get to the higher income streams. So I'll speak, so Estefania, why don't you share real quick and then I'll share mine. Just give them a little bit, like what you made.
Sure. Yes, I have it here. So this is great for me also to look at, because this year has been the year that I have really been consistent in my business. And by being consistent, I mean, I work my business 1 hour a day. That's all the time I have, and that's all the time I put it in. So last June, and I'm going to give you 3 months, June, July, and August. Last June, 2019, I made $53.60. Now this June, 2020, I made close to $1,000. July 2019, I made $229. July 2020, I made $968. August 2019, I made almost $400. And up to now, we are halfway through August, and I am over $500 already. So we still have to have, yes. So, and that's just me working 1 hour a day, because basically that's all the time I have.
Yeah, awesome. So you can see, guys, it grows with time. The more consistent you are, the more it grows. For me, I didn't check for this month yet, but I did check. I know in April, I have April's numbers for me right off the top of my head. But for me, in April of last year, I made around $5,900. I made $5,900. And then in April of this year, we made $12,000 with our business. And so again, there's so much potential. And we have other girls on our team that are doing amazing things. One, I always love sharing, like one of our girls, Carla, she works full-time as well, almost works 6 days a week. And she's been building this business now for 5 years. And in 2018, of July, she made $544. So she was making money, like I said. However, this year in July, she made $5,000. So definitely it increases with time. But again, like I said, we can share with you more numbers when you decide to join us, and we can give you guys ideas and also break down like, okay, how can we help you get to these numbers? But again, it's all about how much time, effort, skill set, and again, making sure that you're staying consistent and in doing the activities that we'll be recommending that you do. So what we're going to talk about is just the different ways that you can get involved. So Estefania is going to quickly talk about the discount coach.
So yes, for the discount coach, which is the one that I actually started with, it's the one that you use in the products, you love the products, and you want to receive the 25% off on them. You love being part of a bootcamp or a community, we have a very strong community. And you want the insider access to new products and new program releasing, because everything that's new to Beachbody will be available first to coaches and then months later to clients. So some people like that they have access to everything before anyone else, and most interest in working on their own journey and not necessarily the business. That's the discount coach.
Absolutely. And then the other option is really kind of either being a hobby coach, which is someone that really that likes all the things that a discount coach does, but maybe when people ask her like, hey, what are you doing? She'll talk about it occasionally. It's not something that she actually has intention behind talking about. And maybe she'll sell a shake here and there. And maybe her goal is maybe to pay for her products. That's more of a hobby coach. And then you have a business builder, which is like Estefania and myself. We're really using the products daily. We're using a lot of our products because we love them. We're sharing our journey daily. We're willing to grow. We are being a participant in the groups. We're connecting to the team calls, and we want to earn trips, and we want to really build that financial and time freedom that we're all working towards. And so what do you get? Estefania, you want to talk real quick about what you get?
Sure. So your fitness package and ticket into the virtual gym, your ticket into online training. So you get all the training from us. You have step-by-step units where you can actually learn what it is and all the details about the business, access to the team pages where we post daily. We stay connected every single day. A part of our August and September mentorship, which gets you added to a group text where you can connect to everyone 24/7. Basically, we don't sleep. No, I'm kidding. We do. Invites to quarterly trainings with other coaches in the network, which is huge because you get to learn so much, and also different ways to how to manage and how to grow your business. And you get access to a diverse team of driven and motivational individuals, which is great as well, because sometimes you don't have the motivation, so you need that extra source to kind of push you forward.
And that's true too. Just a quick, about the community. It's so important, especially as you're building your life and you're building towards dreams, making sure that you're surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, women that are encouraging you and inspiring you to live better, to live at a much more elevated level. And again, a lot of us don't necessarily have that in our immediate family a lot of times in the beginning. And you may have to be that person that goes out, seeks that in other groups, and then you can bring that home to your family and really change the direction of your whole entire family. And that's a beautiful thing when we see that happen within coaches' families. So what are the costs to being a coach? So really it's an investment of between 160 to 220 to get started. That's to open up your business. And like I said, you're getting a package with that. So it's not that you're just like opening up the business, you're actually getting the workouts and the supplements, and I'll share that on the next slide. Then after that, the only mandatory fee, and I like to say this, the only mandatory fee that's required to be a coach is $15.95 a month. That's it. That's the only mandatory fee. And if you're military, you can get that fee waived. So bear that in mind if you are military, and let us know if you are military, but that's the only coaching fee. What that $15.95 does is that it gives you an online office. It allows, corporate has, they take care of the inventory. You don't have to buy products and house them in your store. You don't have to worry about shipment. You don't have to worry about returns. You get this 24/7 customer service for your customers, for you. So that's what you're paying into with that $15.95. It's literally, what's maintaining the business. And so to me, I buy my supplements every month, and then I pay my $15.95, and that's all that I put into my business monetary wise every single month. I love it. And when I started this business, it was a no-brainer for me because it was a low cost and low risk. I was like, what do I have to lose? Because at the end of the day, you can cancel at any time. You can get a 30-day money back guarantee. If you decide, you join and you decide in 30 days that you don't like it, you can get your money back. So again, low risk, low cost. And so I always tell people, it was like, it's been such a win-win for such a low cost to really get involved in this. So actually, let me see, this is giving me a problem. So let me just stop sharing this real quick. What we're going to talk about really quickly right now. Sorry about that. Where'd it go? Oh my goodness. But what we're going to, too many things are open in my, I know, this is like story of my life. All right. Let's try it again one more time. But what we're going into now, guys, is just talking about the different packages that we have to get involved. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're almost done. So thank you again for those who are kind of staying and all right, let's present. Okay. So there we go. All right, so the different enrollment options. So these are the current enrollment options for right now. So like I said, right now we have $20 off promotion, which is really nice. So if you are a current Beachbody On Demand member, you're gonna be looking at this one, which is basically our Muscle Burns Fat package. The reason why it's Muscle Burns Fat is because that's our latest program that just came out. So you're going to get a 30-day supply of one of the supplements. You're gonna get two of our two nutrition programs, the Ultimate Portion Fix and 2B Mindset. You're also gonna get a shaker cup, and you're gonna get our bod ropes, which are really cool. It's like these jump ropes that you can do in your home. And all of that is $130 if you are a customer already with us. So that is for those who are customers. Now, if you're not a customer, the two different packages that you have is our basic package, which is the one in the middle, which is where you're gonna get everything that I said already, plus a full year access to all of our Beachbody On Demand, which is all of our other programs. So like I said, we have, over 40 different workout programs. There's a cooking show on there. There's a reality show on there. So there's a lot of different options on there. And so that's $160 to get started. So the way it works, and then the other one I should say is our Deluxe, which is basically, actually no, these are both 160. So yeah, our Deluxe, which is I believe 219, I want to say, I don't have it listed on here, but that gives you Shakeology. It has more to do with adding on an additional supplement. So that's going to give you Shakeology, which is our superfood shake, which is a meal replacement shake that we have. Plus it's going to give you our pre-workout, which I don't know if you guys follow us, but you see that juice that we shake in the morning and then we dance in the morning. Like that's our pre-workout juice that we drink every morning. And it has natural caffeine from, I want to say green tea extract, but it has natural caffeine and it gives us that extra boost so that we can get our workout done. And then you also get our recovery shake, which is our one of our protein shakes that helps with muscle recovery and to help with muscle soreness. So that's $219. And the way that this works is that it's a one-time price, $160. So like, let's say you sign up today, it's $160, let's say, and then 1 month from now, you'll be charged the $15.95 1 month from now. So it's not $160 plus $15.95. It's $160 today. 1 month from now, it's $15.95. Then the other things that you would potentially get, charged on are what supplements you continue. And we have many different supplements depending on your price point. There is, like I said, there's no minimum that you need to buy every month. Like I said, the only mandatory fee is the $15.95. But if you're looking to build this business, what we're always going to encourage is using our supplements at least for like 3 months, like especially either the Shakeology or our Energize and our Recover. But like I said, we also have detoxes. We have really great snack bars. We have a new product that just came out, which is it's called Bevy, and it's basically a tea that helps with appetite suppression. It helps with cravings. So it's a really great product. So we have tons of different other products that you will be able to try, throughout the course of, of learning about our programs and learning about the community and everything. So just know that. And then I think there was one more thing we didn't, the last thing I'll say, guys, is just about so why Teen Healthy Are You and why this opportunity? Like I said, so what I was sharing about the importance of community and the importance of being around like-minded individuals is so incredibly important. And what I love most about our team is that we're incredibly diverse. We are a really active team, so you're going to get a lot of help if you participate. Every single day we have almost 2 to 3 times that we're connecting like this via Zoom just to work. We're not chit-chatting. We're just sitting here to work just for accountability. Every morning we have an option where you can work out together. We have different ways that you can work out together, within our team. Every Sunday night we have a team training. All of the team training is recorded every Sunday night. And then sometimes during the week, we have additional trainings. And so all of this is there to help you build your business. And then on top of that, whoever is your coach who you sign up with, they're going to offer some one-on-one mentorship especially in the beginning when you're first getting started and you need that help, as long as you're taking action. It's like I said, we meet you with the effort that you give. And so if you're coming in and you're saying, okay, I want to do this, I want to get more committed with my social media, this is what I'm going to do. And then when we meet again, you're like, okay, I did this, and we're like, okay, what struggles came up? So we're there guiding you. And then like Estefania said, you're going to be part of a chat. So there's a lot of resources. And one thing that I always tell people, especially for me and everyone on our team, what I love about Beachbody is that the daily habits that we're supposed to be doing truly change your life. And I always tell people, if you commit to the habits that we tell you to do every day for a year, I can guarantee that your life is going to change, because you're going to change. And you're going to become a better version of yourself. You're going to be healthier. You're going to think differently about yourself. You're going to have a different energy. And as a result of how you think differently, your reality in your life is going to change. And I can pretty much guarantee that. Again, I always tell people, give us 1 year of like literally coming in and doing and being a part of our community and making friends and, and really allowing yourself to be filled with the energy of what we have to share with you. So like I said, for Estefania and for we absolutely love this business. I wouldn't be doing this 8 years later. I started with a really good career as a doctor, and now this business has absolutely transformed my life. I no longer work as much as a doctor anymore, and I'm now building this full time as well as other projects, because again, when I came into this, no experience in business, and by working on myself and by meeting new different types of people, I opened my eyes, I opened my world into another world that I didn't know existed. And the only way to do that is by networking. It's by coming into communities like this of people who are working and building, and really trying to do, amazing things with their lives. So last thing last, life begins one step out of your comfort zone. So I want to encourage, every single one of you to really think about, what do you have to lose by joining? And to really ask yourself, if I don't change my life now, or if I don't change my habits now, where's my life going to be a year from now? What's the risk of not changing and not trying something different and not trying something new? Where are you going to be a year from now? Because, and think about that. Let that sink in, because a lot of times, like I said, people don't realize the consequences of all our actions and when we think. And so that's why I'm leaving it like this is the last statement, which is like, you have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to try something different. You have to think outside the box, and to be with, individuals that are going to care and want to see you grow. It really is, in my opinion, a win-win with such a low risk. So with that being said, I encourage you, if you're like, yes, I want to do this, reach out to your coach, get signed up, because the way our business works, the sooner you get signed up, the sooner you're placed in our organization, because as time goes on, we're signing up more people. And so, you want to get into the tree so that as we sign up more people, those people are also placed under you and you benefit from that growth. So All right. Well, thank you. Let's see what, oh, someone said my husband is being, okay, cool. So any questions? Does anyone have any questions, or did we answer everything? Awesome. No questions. Cool. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much for your time and your attention. And we hope that you have an amazing evening. And definitely reach out to the coach and the individual who invited you to this. Let them know what you liked. Let them know your thoughts. And again, even for example, guys, like if you want to sign up. You know, get signed up pretty soon. And I would, but even if you're like, you know what, I listened, this isn't for me, that's okay too. Let us know either way. Because again, we don't have any expectations on that end. We just like to just kind of have the conversation and see where your thoughts are. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys. Have a good
Thank
night.
you for coming. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, ladies.